Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time finding me, thank you for coming. This is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So right now we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. Aries, I had asked the collective energy, what is this reading going to be about? And I was told they're not ready for your fire. So I'm not sure what they did to make you set things on fire, but they're not ready. They're just not ready. So let's get you some cards to give you clarity. So again, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you, Daddy. Hold on, guys. Can't see anyone's comments without glasses on. All right, so let's see. Oh. Oh no. All right, so Aries. A lot of jealousy going on from what I'm seeing right now. A lot of jealousy, a lot of lack of trust, a lot of and this is not going to resonate for everyone, but it's looking like for those that this will resonate with or does resonate with, it looks as though there's a lot of accusations being flung around, and that's kind of difficult. Okay, so it seems as though some of you are in a relationship or are dating. So it's kind of like not necessarily an exclusive relationship yet, but the other person is definitely feeling quite possessive of you. Free from judgment, free to love. And it seems like this is a third party circumstance. Okay. So, gosh, you just want to do your thing. Or it could be the cross watcher. One of you in this relationship, situationship, it's a situationship. One of you in the situationship wants to just kind of do your thing, and they're trying to control. Whoever is not wanting to just do their thing, they're trying to control, they're trying to dictate. And I'm thinking like it's Aries wanting to do their thing. And you can't really try and force an Aries to do much without Aries getting really upset. So, talisman of potency, charging sacred objects of power. Gosh, it almost feels as though all of this solar storm energy is just charging the heck out of you, Aries. And I mean, you're not the only one. A lot of people are very easily triggered with all of this solar energy kind of wafting around. New moon energy, Virgo type energy. God, this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back for the situationship. Because I think you're kind of done being told what to do or being guilted into doing something that's not really in alignment with what you want. And this might be the reason why I'm getting a feeling that someone else has caught your eye. So card number 41, bring it into form. I think you want to move forward without the current situationship, away from the current situationship. And, you know, no one can really force you to stay. All right. You have to do what you feel is right for you. This is intense. This is intense. Temple of Carnelian, entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. This is intense because of the fact that Carnelian is a firestone. And I don't know if you're going to find this online, but this is just kind of messages that I'm given by soul. Carnelian is a very specific stone for me in my journey. And when carnelians are involved, it really triggers a remembrance of phoenix fire. So shit, you're gonna burn everything down and you're gonna rise up from the ashes. I don't know about the other person, and I almost get the feeling like they kind of brought this on themselves, which sounds harsh, but you can't take ownership of someone. You know, you can't dictate to someone else how to live their life. So I guess at this point, hearing this, card number 9, what do you feel? I think you're probably trying to gauge who you're more compatible with, who would make you happier. And it's just something that involves a lot of guilt, okay? It might involve a lot of guilt, a lot of shame. I'm torn about saying what I was about to say because it would apply to some, but to others, it kind of, they can use it to enable themselves and not good behavior. So I just forgot what I was going to say. Probably shouldn't have said it anyways. So we'll just leave it at that. So card number 9, what do you feel? Who do you really want to be with? You know, is it, do you even want to be with the other person if you are in that third party circumstance? For some of you, the third party circumstance can be another job offer. Okay. It could be another friendship. It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual or a romantic thing, but there is this need to move forward. And it's almost as though the second individual is kind of just being used as a way to break free from the first. You know what I'm saying? So key of life, spinning the ankh, the key of life. Ooh, what does this mean? Let's see. All right. The key of life is a mysterious ankh, the looped cross held in the hand of Isis. This mystery is opening to you now. The ankh portends new life being born through you now. It could be a creative sense or a physical sense in terms of health, or even a child that wishes to be born, or a new project that needs to be created in service to humanity. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Let it happen. So it's with the whole carnelian and phoenix thing, you're being reborn. Okay. I think it's you that's being reborn. I think with all the things that are going on, everyone's kind of going crazy, myself included. I think you're shifting into a different phase of your journey, and things that are trying to keep you bound to previous ways of being are being cleared out, either through just walking away or burning it, burning those bridges. Okay. So gosh, that's intense. I don't think anyone really enjoys burning bridges, but for some, it's probably the only way that you know how to cope. And I mean, it's not the best way, but if it's the only way you know how to cope, what else are you going to do? Let's get you more cards. So Aries, let's get Aries more guidance, please. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. All right. All right. So this is just a funny picture. Hold that. Card number 5, bloom. It's time for you to bloom. And you know, with flowers, you can't tell them how to bloom. It really feels like this is an issue of someone attempting to control you. You know? I hate when other people try and control other people. It's just, it makes my face look like the card. And with the blooms in her ears, it kind of just feels like you really don't need to be hearing anything that's not going to add to your growth. You know, the constant, and this might be true for some, it might not be true for others, but the constant nitpicking. It feels like Aries has been nitpicked and nitpicked and nitpicked. And Aries has an elevated sense of loyalty. And I think you've been taking it for so long that you're kind of just over it. And I don't blame you. So card number 20, under my umbrella. It's time for you to shelter yourself from that storm. That's not your storm. Okay? You kind of just need to be done with that, unfortunately. I don't like to tell people what to do, but this is a message coming from your collective energy. You're done with it. What it is, I don't know. It could potentially mean that you need to have a very real, very honest conversation with your significant other, with your situationship, and let them know, like, look, that behavior has to stop or I'm out. Or it could just mean you're just out. You know, you have to decide for yourself what feels best for you. And for some, this might not even be a situationship or relationship. This might be a living circumstance where, like, a roommate has been really crossing boundaries and you've been really trying to be staying in your grace. For others, this might be a job where they haven't been appreciating you. They've been overloading you with work, and just, it's almost like a constructive discharge. Oh shoot. That's significant. If this resonates for you in regards to the workplace, you might want to look into the term constructive discharge, where they do things, the company does things to make it very difficult for you so that you quit. That's illegal. That's legit illegal. And if this resonates, you may want to either speak to the labor law commissioner of your state or get some advice from an actual legal professional. I'm not a law professional at all. I'm just saying, if that resonates, protect your rights, okay? So card number 15, Elixir of Life. This is you needing to hold on to nothing but your growth, all right? No more holding on to things that are toxic to you, that are causing you to shrink yourself, that are causing you to make you feel as though you have to diminish who you are in order to be accepted, because that's just not okay. You have to just be who you are. You have to allow yourself to blossom like the wildflower that you are. And if people don't want to catch the thorns, they shouldn't be mishandling the wildflower. Okay? So Aries, you have a lot of decisions to make. These decisions should not be based on loyalty, which kind of sucks to say, but for you, it is very appropriate. I know from previous readings, Aries has struggled with allowing their loyalty to be used against them, meaning other people seeing how loyal you are, and so they try and use you as their attack dog. They come to you with all these like poor me stories, trying to get you to fight their battles. No more of that. No more of that. Don't allow your loyalty to blind you to the truth. Okay? People are who they are. If you notice someone keeps coming to you, yes, manipulation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Unfortunately. There are people who exist who see this, who see the elevated loyalty, and they'll utilize it for their gain, regardless of the cost you pay. So you have to make sure it's worth the price you're paying. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Definitely needing to refocus. Retrain your gaze back onto your own path. Okay. And that's another thing that I know Aries has been struggling with, making sure they focus on their path instead of trying to trailblaze for someone else. So card number 30, sixth house, routine. The body is a sacred garment. You must change your usual way of looking at things. This house is ruled by the mutable sign Virgo and the planet Mercury. Let's see. This house reminds us what we should do to maintain good health. And in this, diet figures in. Diet is so much more than what you eat. Spiritual diet is what you allow your soul to consume, meaning the energies that are around you, your environment. What are you allowing in? Okay, because the soul also needs to be nourished. And if you're allowing in the words of people who manipulate, people who take advantage, is that a healthy diet for your soul? No, it's not. It's not. And I keep feeling like I have to remind you guys, if someone is constantly coming to you because other people are being mean, other people are doing this, doing that, and you're constantly having to speak up on their behalf, or you're constantly feeling yourself upset on their behalf, question that, okay? Some of the best manipulators are those who are like, poor me, I'm just little old me, and people keep hurting my feelings. No. Manipulator. And I'm recognizing that a lot of people are seeing it's much more efficient to manipulate others through guilt, through shame. If you don't do this for me, then you're a bad person because you have no compassion. I'm in need. No, you're not in need. This is your preference. For the people who are doing this to you, that's their preference. They don't want to address their issues. If they're constantly having issues with other people, they're the common denominator. They are the issue. And they're not your issue, Aries. So you have to let that go. Unless that's what you like and that you want to continue this cycle. It's going to deplete you, though. After a certain point, not only will it deplete your energy, that will then manifest into physiological symptoms. Okay, your health, your physiological health will begin to suffer. So just be aware of that. For some of you, this might already be manifesting as digestive issues. Okay, like stomach upset, heartburn, all of that, IBS, for some, it might be manifesting as that already. So your next card, Moon, soul. All things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it's planted. You have to begin really tapping into who you are, what you are in this life. It's this feeling that you've become ungrounded. And that might be potentially because you've been dealing with quite a few other people and their problems, and the weight of their problems are causing you to become unrooted. You have to ground yourself. You have to. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, this card is all about mystery, feeling, and hidden messages. That tells me manipulations. At this time, you may have trouble controlling your emotions, and you may want to do things that are safe. You're very sensitive, and you must gauge any feelings before entering a room or being with people you don't know. Yep. When this card turns up, it seems something is being obscured, which is the truth. You're being used. And no wonder you want to set shit on fire. I'd not stop you. I'd be like, burn that too, and that went over there. I don't like manipulations at all. I really, really, that triggers the shit out of me when people try and manipulate. They see the goodness of your heart and that you want to help others, and then they take it as like, I'm going to say shit to make you feel bad, to force you to do what I want you to do because that's what I prefer. Fuck you. Sorry. My Aries came out. Whoo! Oh my God. Where did that come from? Oh, shit. I'll say it again. Fuck you. Don't let people manipulate you. You know what I mean? Don't let people do that shit to you. If you see that, don't tell yourself like, oh no, don't be like that. Don't be like that. They need help. No, fuck them. They don't need help. They prefer to pass that shit off to you. Fuck them. I'm serious. It's time for you to focus on your growth. Where's that flower? Hold on. Let me show you this. Smell your own flowers. Okay? Smell your own flowers. Fuck them. I'm just saying. There are people who need help. Help those people. Don't help the people who are just passing off shit to you to deal with because they don't want to deal with it. I'm just saying. Card number 41. North Node, life's purpose. I think I need to eat, guys. I think I need to fucking eat. Just calm down. I got nothing to eat up here. Hold on. I got my tea. All right. We're not going to spill tea. We're just going to drink it. Okay. We're just going to drink some tea. I'm sorry, guys. That got me triggered like a mother. Let me just drink some tea. Mm-hmm. It's sour as fuck, but it's good. It has some dandelion in it. A shit ton of raw ACV. Salty and sour. Makes a good pair. Let's keep going. Card number 41. North Node, life's purpose. What is your life's purpose? Is it your life's purpose to be fucked with constantly? I don't think so. I think you're here to grow. And sometimes it takes people fucking with you for a while for you to recognize the areas in which you need that growth, the areas in which you need to focus so you can grow. So let's see. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. The North Node points out the best areas for us to direct our talents and our wills. It also shows the area of gifts. It represents destiny. When this card comes up, you can be assured destiny has a place in your situation. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I just got this message that space is being cleared for individuals to enter your life that have soul connections with you. And soul connections could mean a soulmate, it could mean a twin, it could mean all kind of stuff. And then the next thing it says, you may meet people whom you've known over many past lives. I'm just saying. Wow. So this node brings shifts and changes. It's just a lot of things are going to be shifting for you, Aries. A lot. The way you see things, the way you interact with others, the way you present yourself, and the manner in which, and the gravity of your willingness to sacrifice for others. It's going to be shifting. It needs to shift. You can't keep martyring yourself. You really can't. For some of you, some of the Aries, you do have an issue with martyring yourself, and that's not necessary. That's not love. It's actually a very manipulative form of what do you call it? Martyrdom. So wait, what? I'm sorry. I need food. Damn, I have no food. All right. Aries, when you're constantly doing things to try and get people to like you, it's not a selfless act. It's very selfish. You're attempting to manipulate people through good deeds so that they will feel towards you what you want them to feel. You know, I'm not saying you're a manipulator. I'm saying we need to recognize that's the root causation, the root energy of that behavior. You have to begin accepting yourself. This is a symptom presentation of lack of self-acceptance. When you begin to accept yourself as you are, recognizing that even though you accept yourself as you are in this moment, you still leave yourself open to continue to grow, continue to, modify aspects of yourself that need some tweaks, then you begin to call in the people who accept you as you are, where you don't have to go out of your way for them to like you, for them to want to be around you. There'll be a reflection, an external reflection of your own internal self-acceptance. So this is really about self-healing, okay? This is definitely about self-healing. It's time for you to allow yourself to heal. All right. Let me get you guys a final card. This is from your soul. Hey, Fawad. I don't know what movie that's from. All right. Message from soul. Let's see. Oh. Get back in there, card. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, get back in there, cards. Oh. Don't worry. Let's shuffle one more time. You started packing already? Oh my God, I always forget. I have a retreat coming up in September, towards the end of September. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be over by Yellowstone in Montana. If you'd like to join, I have a very, very limited amount of seats left. It's an in-person 4-day retreat. Go to my website, emmyevolving.com. All right, let us. Put your dancing shoes on, boo-boo. Card number 42, Dance of the Divine Feminine. Card number 42. See, this card is such a trip. I swear to God, is he choking her? Why does that always get pointed out to me? It makes me nervous. Who keeps pointing this out to me? Like, do you want to choke me? Because I'll choke your ass back. I'm just saying. Card number 42. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the saw or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. How can your feet bear to sit still when the music is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arc your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more? You were made to move and grow, to love and flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. This is a call for you to move forward. No more stagnation, Aries. No more stagnation. Your soul's not going to have it. And this goes to all Aries. Whether this resonates for you or not, the stuff that I've said earlier in the reading, this message is for all of you. It's time for that forward movement, okay? It's time to stop allowing yourself to stagnate because of other people's preferences. It's time. It's just time. So with that, it's time for me to go get some food. Thank you guys for sharing this space with me. If this resonated, even if it didn't, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. I'm going to be finishing up all the other zodiac signs today. There's quite a few of them. Or maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We will see. I'm going to try my best to finish all of them today. So I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.